Hey guys, it's Kelsey with Real Pest Solutions. Just wanted to kind of go over a piece of equipment with you guys again. We did one about termite bait stations, and so now I want to do one about rodent bait stations. This is an exterior rodent bait station. A lot of times people get grossed out when they see these outside of restaurants or people's houses, stuff like that. I'd be concerned if they don't have these. Just because you have exterior rodent bait stations at your restaurant or your home or business or wherever else doesn't necessarily mean that you actually have a rodent issue on hand. They are a great method of prevention. If you don't have these, again, I'd be concerned. I'd rather prevent an issue instead of trying to fix an issue when it arises. We're at our office here at Real Pest Solutions, KC World Headquarters, whatever you want to call it, and we put these out because why wouldn't we, right? We're all about prevention instead of eradication. And you'd be pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly surprised, depending on how you think about it, on the amount of activity that we have in here just after a couple weeks of an area where there's really not much rodent pressure. So what you'll notice about most exterior rodent bait stations is they're all very similarly constructed. There are better ones, there are worse ones, there's definitely different grades. The Protecta Evo Express by Bell, they are a phenomenal bait station. There's actually an integrated brick inside of here to hold it down, so it's great for concrete, great for areas like that. The sucker's pretty heavy, which is fantastic. A lot of the other ones, the cheaper companies like to go towards, you physically have to stake into the ground, whereas we'd rather invest the money to have a clean, nice looking bait station. We get them branded with our own labels, and you have to have a special key to get inside of them. This is my whole key ring. There's a whole bunch of different keys on there to open bait stations, open different things, stuff like that. What you do is you just take your key, insert it into the slot, and unlocks it, and you have a nice little lid. This is a beautiful looking rodent bait station. There's still an adequate amount of rodenticide in here that signifies that we have eradicated the issue and we're not looking to replace any. But there's also significant signs of feeding that rodents have fed on this bait, which shows me that we have gotten rid of it. The palatability of this rodenticide was great, and we currently eradicated an issue. This is just a slide-in tray. It comes in. Here's that weighted brick I was talking about. And that's how we can easily clean these suckers out and other things like that. Common misconception is, we want to make sure these bait stations are as clean as possible. That's not true at all. We want rodents to come in here. We want them to feel at home. If there's other rodent droppings inside of these bait stations, it makes them feel more comfortable. Again, neophobic is the key word when it comes to rodents. They don't like to try new things. So if they can come inside this bait station and there's already rodent feces in there, they're much more apt to, consume some of this rodenticide and then perish from the effects. So we kind of got a cinematic shot here. I will put on my glove just because it's safe for people, doesn't mean you want to be touching it. And I'll get you guys kind of an up close look at this rodenticide. So again, you take out the tray completely. These are called final blocks. They are a professional grade rodenticide. Essentially what most of these blocks are made out of is a paraffin wax with food grade materials, and then obviously the active ingredient like bromethalone or brometalone, something along those lines. There's a whole bunch of different types. We like to rotate between final and contract. The reason that we rotate them is because we want to ensure that our bait is palatable and the efficacy is supreme standard. If we're using the same bait over and over and over, like that green Tomcat bait from Home Depot or Lowe's, obviously, they're going to be able to tolerance to this. They're going to know it's not a healthy thing to consume, and so they're not going to eat it and they're not going to die. So that's what we do with these blocks. These, again, are in great condition. If we get them dwindled down and there's no more blocks left, obviously we'll replenish them. And, as always, always follow the label. The label is the law. It's kind of like mowing your grass. Yes, you can do it. Is it worth your time? Maybe. That's kind of up to you. Do you like doing it? That's up to you. I really enjoy killing things in a good way, and so do my guys, and we enjoy doing it the right way. It's all about doing it the right way. So if you want to pay us to do it, we're more than happy to come out there and take care of your rodent issue. If you don't have an issue, you want to prevent it, kudos to you, and you're all good to go. Thanks for hanging out with me, learning about some rodent bait stations. Hopefully you'll see us at your house soon, taking care of some of these bad boys or installing some.